Hey guys, we are back now for day 3. This video is going to be a little bit different because at this point I had so much septic infection inside of my body that my timelines kind of just started blending together. My husband has a much more refined timeline of events, but I'm going to kind of tell you the way that they come in my mind. So at this point, we are on April 22nd, I do believe, and nothing has changed. We're still getting these combated answers. We're trying to get me moved. So my husband asks for a second opinion. And the doctor tells him, and the hospital tells him that in order for him to get a second opinion, that we will be paying for it. We will be finding the doctors. We will be doing all the legwork. I am dying. I am literally laying in the hospital bed in front of them while they're arguing about this, dying. I don't know if they just didn't think that I didn't know that or what, but I did. I was very aware. I could feel every bit of it. And that is going to get me in trouble because that's a bad word. Dying. You think it'll be all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyways, my darling, amazing son is here helping me keep my thoughts in order because this is getting kind of dramatic. So anyways, my husband asks for a second opinion. We're met with nothing but combat. We're still trying to get me transferred. Every single time that I stand up and I try to walk and do all the things I'm supposed to be doing, I have release after release. At least I can breathe though. So on occasion, let me rephrase, I can breathe on occasion. And I am like septic. I can't. The pain is so agonizing at this point. It's just I completely am almost not even there. So my husband ended up getting a POA. A POA is a power of attorney because I could not make my own decisions anymore. So finally, on the 22nd, we'll say, I believe was mostly just trying to get them to give us a second opinion, trying to get transfer, trying to get help, just trying to get out of there. And at this point too, I also believe that my husband kind of started calling around in contact of legal aid too. So that'll be coming up in my future videos. So we're going to go ahead and, one thing I am going to mention, because I'm not exactly sure which day this happened. But somebody put a DNR on me. A DNR is a do not resuscitate order. Now, for the entire time that I was here, because of everything that I was going through, I was begging my husband to let me die. I am not going to lie about that. I was so sick and in so much pain and in so much agony that I was begging my husband to let me die. I was. But I never signed a DNR. Never once did I sign a DNR. My husband did not sign a DNR on me. Now, when I found out that there was a DNR, it was about the time that we were getting ready to be transferred. So I am not sure. I'm completely unsure of how that even happened. But my husband called me freaking out. That means if I would have died while he was not there, I just would have died. And I didn't even do that. So weird. So weird. So anyways, we are getting ready for transport and everything like that. And it's time to remove the NG tube. And now I understand when you pull it out, it has to come out pretty quick, right? You have to in order to not have issues with that. But what happened was they put their hand on my face with one hand and grabbed the NG tube with the other hand and pulled. And I mean with everything you can imagine, as fast as you can imagine. That NG tube came up my throat, hit me in the back of my throat before it came out of my mouth. That is how much they cared about me as a patient. I just needed help. I needed to be taken care of. That is all. I wasn't asking for anything unrealistic. I never did. From the moment that I went in there, I never did. So anyways, the 23rd came, and I'm trying to remember, because like I said, at this point, for me, everything is kind of a blur going in and out. And then the 23rd is when they called Casper. The 23rd is when they first called somebody to help me. The 19th to the 23rd, and I've got everything leaking into my body. Why would a doctor who knows about infection and knows about all these things that could possibly happen do that? That seems very wrong. Like, you should know what is happening to me. I know what is happening to me, and I'm not a doctor. My husband knew what was happening to me, and he's not a doctor. So the 23rd, they finally call Casper, and that's when Banner takes me in. I think it was the 24th when everything finally got settled down and I got transferred over there. Oh my God, I cannot even believe this. I remember the paramedic. I don't remember her name, but I will remember her face and her kindness and her love for the rest of my God-given life. By the time that she got there, I am at the point I can't breathe again because I'm filled up again. I have no pain stuff on board. I am completely not all there because I'm completely septic, right? And this is when I thought I heard about the DNR thing. This is when I thought I remembered it. And that's when I was like, I never signed a DNR. That is not ever anything I did. I never signed a DNR. Never, never, never. But anyways, so the paramedic comes in and she looks at me and she goes, I promise you, you're going to feel better in just a minute. And it was the first time in 5 days that I felt like I might be okay. Like I might be okay. I got into the ambulance and I didn't know what my future held after that. Bless you. But I did know that I had a chance at life now. That I might at least have a chance at life. Although the 5 days in which they left me to get septic was a really good attempt at making sure that I had such an incredibly bad infection that I died. That hopefully what he did to me would never be seen. But I didn't die. I'm still here. Thank God I didn't die. Because I have a family that loves me. A husband, a son, a mother, a father. Just like everybody out there who has gone through these things. This is not okay. We're not guinea pigs. We're not sheep. It's not okay to do this to us. And it is definitely not okay to not accept any accountability for it. What you guys did to me was wrong. I should have never gone through that. No human should ever have gone through what I went through. This is going to be it for today's video. Tomorrow's video, I will start telling you guys about how we pulled me out of the depths of hell and about the angels that saved my life. Have a great day.